Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's DLloyd. So we just got finished watching the Ohio State-Texas game where Ohio State took the Longhorns down 28-14, setting up a matchup in the national championship between Notre Dame. That should be a very good game, man. But this game that we just watched, it was a pretty entertaining game. I'm not going to lie. I thought Ohio State will win a little bit more convincingly than they did, but it was still a good game to watch, a very good game to watch. Texas had the opportunity to tie the game up. They could not punch it in from inside their own 5-yard line. And then ultimately a strip sack from Jack Sawyer, who went crazy this game anyway, ended Texas title hopes. So this was a very good game, a defensive matchup, somewhat similar to how the Notre Dame versus Penn State game was, where mainly offenses were held in check. Defensively, they did their thing, and then in the fourth quarter is where we've seen some points get put up. Fourth quarter was the only quarter which we had 14 points scored by a team. Every other quarter, everybody just put up 7, right? And this one, they put up 14 points, but one of them came off of course, the strip sack from Jack Sawyer that ended Texas title hopes. So this game, very interesting. Ohio State came out early, swinging, looking good, looking how we expected them to look, right? We figured Ohio State's offense, even though Texas has an elite defense, right? A top 5 defense, I would say, in the country. You thought Ohio State, the way they've been looking the last couple of games against Tennessee and then last week against Oregon, that they will continue to have that same type of firepower and they will look as good as they did those last few games. That's how they looked early, in my opinion. They scored about halfway through the first quarter, a nice run into the end zone from Judkins. But after that, they really didn't do much offensively. Texas finally got their momentum going, their groove going. They were able to score right before halftime, and then with about 20 seconds left in the half, Ohio State had a 75-yard slip screen to the house for a touchdown, which could have been the deciding play, to be honest. I think going into halftime tied instead of going into halftime down 14-7 changes a lot. Just momentum, a lot of things change because of that play. Outside of that, we knew Texas offense was going to struggle. They definitely did struggle. I thought a lot of this was going to come down to Ohio State, their offense versus the Texas defense. The Texas defense, in my opinion, did their thing. Ohio State's defense pretty much did what they wanted for the most part on Texas. There were drives where I would literally blink. Texas had the ball. I'm look up. They're punting, right? They only had the ball for 3 plays, and now they're punting it on that 4th play. Quinn Ewers did not look good. I don't know what's next for Quinn Ewers. I don't think he's going to the NFL right now. I think he will elect to come back in college, which means he'll probably have to hit that transfer portal because Arch Manning, he should be the main guy. I think from what I witnessed, he could have maybe snuck another play. Only played one play in this game, which was an 8-yard run, which he definitely took a hit to the helmet, to the head. But I think Arch Manning will be the guy. What happens next for Quinn Ewers, we will have to see. We'll have to find out. I think he transfers, but to where is going to be the question. There's going to be the question for Quinn Ewers. But I definitely think he's going to be out of town. I think Texas is going to run him out, and I don't think he looked good to help his draft stock in this one. So that's really the only other option, in my opinion, will be to come back, get another year of schooling, another year of development, and see if you could have a good season at the other school that you are at. Will Howard didn't look that good neither. He made some plays, though, when he was supposed to make the plays. He had a big run that I thought he was going to score on, and this man turned into Daniel Jones. He just tripped and fell out of nowhere, but he played good enough. He didn't look great, played well enough. Texas shut down the run game, in my opinion, of Ohio State, but vice versa. Ohio State shut down the running game of Texas. Really just a defensive battle both ways. Texas came out. They were pretty much almost exclusively too high. They would bring one down from time to time, but they were going to make sure they did not get beat by Jeremiah Smith, who only had 3 receiving yards in this game, which is crazy because, like I said, he's been going crazy the last couple of games. So to have 3 yards here, Texas did what they were supposed to do. You can't hang your head down if you're Texas. They played hard. They played efficient. At the end of the day, I don't think they are as talented as this Ohio State team is. There's no knock to Texas. I think this Ohio State team is the most talented team in the country. They have, 13 5-stars on this roster. Texas, I think, has 7. So definitely a better team. We'll see what happens. Ohio State, like I said, had 13 5-stars. I think Notre Dame has 1 on the roster. So that national championship matchup going to be interesting. But Texas had an unbelievable season. First year in the SEC. They got through the gauntlet. 13-3. Nothing to hang your head on. Ohio State, who would have thought after that Michigan loss that they will be in the national championship game? Turns out after Michigan beat Alabama, that loss maybe wasn't as bad as we all thought. Maybe it was a much needed loss. But man, it's going to be an interesting national championship game. Notre Dame calling out Ohio State. Running back saying that he believes there's a better team than Texas and he wants that rematch. They last played in 2023, a game where Ohio State won 17-14. They also won the 2022 matchup as well. So Ohio State looking good when it comes to their matchups with Notre Dame. But with the all on the line, we will see what happens. I think I favor Ohio State, man. But what do you guys think about this game? Defensive showdown. I don't think Texas played bad, but their offensive struggles finally caught up to them. Ohio State had a little bit more talent at the end of the day, and their playmakers made plays when they counted. So let me know what you guys think about the game in the comment section below. As usual, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.